What's up, guys? It's your boy Crypto Chris. We're back for another video, guys. We're introducing you beginning traders to the basics of trading. Once again, I'm not a professional stock trader, finance, or none of that. I've just been very successful in the market, and I want to pass them skills on to you guys for free. So, this video here, we'll be talking about Charles Schwab. Now, this is how you're going to onboard your money and move your money off the markets. So let's get started here. So we use Charles Schwab in the Discord, guys. We use Charles Schwab. Thinkorswim. That's what you're going to learn it around the space is Thinkorswim. But it's one of the best platforms, safe, or whatever. So you will come to charlesschwab.com and you will create an account first. You need to create an account first. Just like almost like a bank account. There's no credit check or nothing like that, but it's free. You know what I mean? So you sign up, you create your account, you put all your info and all of that in there. They probably ask you for your ID for the KYC, know your customer stuff. But this is the safest platform. You can use Webull to trade with us. You can use Robinhood to trade with us. You can use any Moomoo. I hear people ask me about Moomoo. You can use Moomoo to trade with us. But they may have a little difference in the price of the option strikes and all of that. But pretty much you can do the same thing with those guys. So basically you sign up here. It will look something like this on your trading screen once you get signed up if you're using your computer or laptop. What you do though, if you're going to be using your computer, in the community, we're going to be using their desktop tool version. They have a trading desk that you can download, and but that's more advanced, so just get the basics first. But here, this is basically all I'm going to call out is SPY trades as far as options. The options guy that we have, our option analyst, he calls a few other ones, but for the most part, SPY and QQQs are going to be the two main options that we trade in Mastermind and in IAB, guys. So basically, this is SPY, but you will go here, type in SPY, right? SPY. This is SPY. This is the S&P 500, the options chain. So just say tomorrow is September 4th. So just say I wanted to find, this is the current price of SPY. So just a quick example, if I wanted SPY to go down, I would say, all right, I want to buy a put option, which is a sell option, right? And I would say, give me, if we're at 644, I would say, give me 639 puts. I think we may hit 639 tomorrow. You know, that's my analyst. Is 40 cents, which is $40. But just say this thing goes to $1. If it goes to 80 cents, you just made 100%. And then you can look, if it's 44 currently, if in the money is $1.54, if this price drops to 640, that means we should be around $1.50. So that means $50 here or $40 here will make you $154 there. So if you bought this one contract for 40 and then the next day it went to our price, we should be around this. This gives you an indication of where you should be. If it goes to 638, you'll be up $200 off $40. But I'm gonna break all of that down in the video series for the options. So just stand by, guys. But this is just giving you a basic idea what it's gonna look like when you sign in for Charles Schwab. The QQQs are the same. We'll do QQQ, and you'll go to your options chain, which will be tomorrow. Same thing. We'll find the strike price. All of this is going to make sense by the time you guys finish the free training. All right, so that's it for Charles Schwab, guys. So I did get a lot of people say that you are going to be trading on your phones. A lot of you probably going to trade from your phones. So I got a friend of mine that trades. He makes YouTube videos as well. So I got permission from him to show you guys my video. So I'm going to start his video. Let's see, where is it? Here. So it's about 6 minutes, guys. So stick around for this video. He's about to show you how to use Thinkorswim on your mobile. I'm gonna mute my camera.
For this example, let's say that we want to buy contracts on the S&P 500 or SPY. We're gonna search for SPY. So once you pull that stock up, you're gonna see a chart view. Now, this is my chart view. I'm looking at a 1 minute time frame. I prefer to do all of my technical analysis on my computer. However, it is possible to do it here right on the app. So let's say you've done your TA, you've decided what direction you'd like to bet on SPY going. You're gonna head over to options. Now, under options, you're gonna see
a video showing y'all basics of how it looks. You can come back here
and if you're familiar with Thinkorswim on desktop on your computer, you should be able to see all of the same info.
I just wanted you to see what it looks like.
A different layout. Now we're going to see, obviously, we've got calls and puts. We've got our various expiration dates. Let's say we decided we want to buy some July 9th contracts. We're going to click on the drop down and we've got calls on the left and puts on the right. In the money contracts are in the blue and out of the money contracts are in the dark. Okay, they're not highlighted at all. We can see the various strike prices down the middle. Let's say we decided after doing our research that we want to go long on SPY. We're going to click on the ask side of calls because we want to bet on the direction of SPY to go up. You can see it says 2.52. Okay, so the $551 strike. Currently, these contracts are going for $252. Once we've clicked on 2.52 right under the ask, those are the contracts we want to buy. Make sure you don't click on the bid. If you click on the bid, that means we're going to be selling the contracts, well, that we don't own, right? We don't want to sell contracts we don't own. That could put your account in a very bad place. But you can see here it says -10. So we're going to close out of that. Again, we could buy the 549s, 550s, whatever. Let's say for this example, we're going to want to buy up the 549 contracts and we're going to click under the ask. These are currently going for $399 or $399. And then you can see it says +10. It's going to default to 10 contracts. We're going to click on next. And here is where you could go about deciding how many contracts you'd like to buy and how much you'd like to pay for them. Now, we're obviously going to be able to go in with a limit or market order. If you want to go in with a market order, you can change this to market. If you want to go in with a limit order, you change it to limit. Now, I would like to pay the least I possibly have to buy these contracts. So $384 and $399. We've got the bid, obviously, and the ask, the mid, and the nat. We're going to go down to the mid here, and we're going to try to get filled on these contracts at $384. And then the quantity, let's say we just want to buy one contract. We want to confirm that obviously this is a buy order, that there is just one set of contracts here. We could see these are the 549 calls expiring July 9th. Okay, we can see all of the info about the contracts here, and we're going to see the cost of the trade is $384. That should line up with our limit order, and the position effect is to open. We want to make sure that's to open. Conditions, great. We're going to hit review, and here again, this is just going to be a nice area for confirmation that we are going to be buying the correct contracts we want to buy. You can see here the SPY 549 calls expiring July 9th. Our max profit should be infinite, or it sometimes will be fixed. It just depends. But what is important is we want to make sure that our max loss is equivalent to the price of the contract or contracts we're buying. We know this limit order was at 384. That means 384 should be our max loss. That's as much as we're going to possibly lose. And then obviously there's going to be commission. Now on TOS, it costs 65 cents per contract and then 1 cent as well. So we're going to actually be paying an extra 66 cents. You can see the fee details there. And then we're going to send this through. Okay. Now we can click on view order and we can see this order is working. If it gets filled, it will move to filled, but because we sent a limit order in and we're trying to get a good fill price, it may not get filled. But once it does, it'll go into filled. If you want to see this working order filled, canceled, and all selection, all you have to do is go to more. You're going to click on orders, and that is where you will see this. Clearly, we're not going to get filled. Okay, we're trying to get too low of an entry. We want to click on the order, cancel replace order. We can also cancel the order if we so desire, but let's cancel replace order and let's bump this up a bit and try to get filled at 390. We're going to review, and same thing, we're going to send that through. Now we should see here, it says working. You can actually see one of my orders from earlier today, my buy and sell order. And it still looks like we're not getting filled. At this point, if you really want to get into the trade, you could obviously just go ahead and go in with a market order and we can send that through. And then you're essentially going to get filled instantly. Okay, so let's walk through that process one more time. Again, under overview, watch list, or trade, you can pull up the ticker you'd like to trade. Let's say we're going to trade SPY. Well, looks like it just pulled up shares of SPY. Well, we are not trying to buy shares. We want to buy option contracts. So we're going to close that. Sometimes it will do that. We could try again under overview. We're going to look up SPY. There we go. We're back to where we left off. Now, obviously, we've got the chart, the news, the options, and the level 2. We want to make sure we're under options. We're going to select our expiration date first, followed by our strike price. Let's say we want to buy calls. Under the ask side, we're going to hit calls. We're going to go next. We're going to adjust the quantity we want to buy. Let's say we just want to buy one call and we want to go in with a market order. We're going to review. We're going to confirm this is the correct contract and we're going to send this through. And then you should be able to go and see that that order has actually been filled. So that's it. Now, if you actually want to learn a strategy, simple.
All right, we don't want your strategy, boy. All right, guys. So that's it, man. That is it. Just a quick video showing you guys Thinkorswim. Shout out to my guy DT for letting us use his video. We will go more in depth with all of this, guys. I'm just getting you guys feet wet, giving you an idea of what to expect, and giving you the basic tools we're going to need. All right, guys, until the next video, we'll do it again. All right, guys.